everyone, hoping you are well. Is it? No, it's morning. It's been such a long time since I have filmed a weekly vlog, artist vlog, any kind of vlog. It's been about 2 weeks. That's a long time when you pick up the camera every day and film stuff. But I've actually popped on now in between doing a project because I know what I'm like. That will consume my entire day, and then that'll be another day gone where I haven't filmed, which is absolutely fine because I'm crocheting away like a mad woman. But I just wanted to film, and I keep sitting here going, you need to get this vlog going again. You need to get into the routine of filming, and I just keep going, one more bit, just one more bit, and one bit more bit for me is finished. The entire thing is finished. But I'll show you what I'm working on right now. It is halfway through. You can probably guess what it's going to be. Oh. Oh God. That's not supposed to be there. I'm making a doublette. Don't worry, I will be doing the eyes. I embroider eyes on, so I will do that later. The head is a little floppy. I don't like that. I think I've sewn it a bit too far forward. But if we hold him like a baby, be okay. I will try and figure that out. Anyway, I have spent the past 2 weeks either doing my garden or doing nothing. So a couple of weeks ago I mentioned that me and my partner are doing the patio outside of my garden. We've done one of the patios. We still have a lot more to go. But it literally was 3 full days, like 8 to 10 hour days of doing a garden. So I did not pick up a camera. I don't even think I crocheted much during any of that. But the entire time I was like, my hands were itching to crochet. I really, really, really wanted to crochet. And then the week after, I gave myself the week off to chill because I'd spent that much time and energy doing physical and the energy things that I just needed a break. So last week I needed a break. I have done a lot of crocheting though. I definitely made up for that, and I've not really stopped. I do actually have quite a few things to update you all on. I have some things that I've made to show you. I have some products to show you that I have made but I haven't made at the same time. I have a yarn haul to show you, which I'm quickly going through thanks to Toothless. Yeah, there's quite a lot. So I think honestly this will probably be more of an update day rather than a weekly vlog. I don't know. I'm going to see how it goes. But we'll do a couple updates anyway. We'll split some bits up and then we'll do like some time-lapsey bits or something. Update number 1. Technically I've done update number 1. This is update number 2 then. So I have decided with the weekly vlogs that I'm going to continue uploading weekly, but I think I'm going to delay it by 2 weeks. So you're actually seeing this video 2 weeks later. I just found that I was filming a lot throughout the week, and then I was editing all day Monday and then sometimes Wednesday as well, and Wednesday is usually the day I upload. So I basically just want to give myself a little bit more time to upload. I could do it in the evenings, I could do it on some other days. We'll see how that goes. If it doesn't work, I'll go back to how I was doing it originally. I just kind of want to spread it out a little bit and give myself a bit more time to upload, so I can kind of like edit some bits on Monday, and if I sit there and I'm like, I actually just want to crochet for the rest of the evening, I really want to paint for the rest of the evening, I have that opportunity. But I can do, the following Monday I can keep keep editing and then upload it for the Wednesday, and it should be fine. Because obviously there's a lot more to editing videos than just editing the video. You've got the description box, you've got the thumbnail, title, tags, all of these other things that have to go up to, you have to consider. And I kind of forget that. I'm like, oh, video's edited, and then I go to upload and I'm like, crap, there's a whole bunch of stuff I haven't done. So I kind of felt like it was taking away like my Wednesday sometimes if I didn't like zone in and do it all on the Monday. I hope you don't mind. That does mean that you have had 3 weeks of no video, so I do really apologise for that. I'm going to try and get back to it. And yeah, I'm going to finish putting Toothless together because he's literally so close to being done, and then I will show you everything I've made so far, the updates we've got. We'll see how today goes, we'll see how tomorrow goes, we'll see how uploading goes, we'll see how the weekly vlogs start to go. Time-lapse time. officially finished. I even went ahead and embroidered his eyes because I just couldn't help myself and I had to do it. So I did. I will insert a clip here for you for the finished product. I would pick him up and show you now, but my partner has stolen him and he's currently sat behind him in the office. So Toothless is no longer mine. But yeah, some updates. I have coming this month for you as this vlog is out. So September, I have 2 markets coming up. I have one on the 13th of September, Saturday the 13th, and I have another one on Sunday the 21st. The Saturday the 13th is actually a dog show, which is pretty cool. And because I sell pet commissions and animal portraits and like animal based plushies, great audience for me. I'm really looking forward to that one. It is in Matlock and it is at a care home, I think. So I don't know if it's for the care home, at the care home. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work, but either way, I will be there and I'm going to be surrounded by dogs. So I've obviously, for that, I've kind of gone down the route of mostly crocheting a lot of dogs recently because I had a lot of cats. As you know, I made like the calicos, the whites, chocolates, Siamese, and then doing a dog show and I had nothing dog. So I have actually bought a couple patterns for that. I will show you all of the stuff that I've made for those in a bit. The second show I have in September on the 21st, that is a makers fair. So basically just a craft show, I think. That is based in East Leek. That I'm not rushing or pushing to make products for. I basically just want to have stuff available for that one. So obviously I could take all the dogs with me, I could take all the keychains, the cats, the bookmarks, all of the plushies, and yeah, just see how that one goes. And then I have another one in October as well. So I know that one's quite far away. That one is on the 27th of September, so very, very close to Halloween. So when it comes to actual October is when I will be pumping out more of like the ghosty, Halloweeny vibe stuff. Whereas in September I will also have some as well, but not as much. Obviously in October I kind of want to cater it. I think that's kind of how I want to go about it. If there's like a theme, like the monthly theme or, you know, a dog show, I'll try and cater it as much as I can to what I'm going for. Otherwise I will just make stuff and sell it. So before I show you what I've actually been making, because all of it is actually upstairs, I have a massive yarn haul. Again, this is the biggest order of yarn I've ever purchased. Like the last time, I'll put a picture here, like I had 2 organza bags full. This time I have 5 full. Wool Warehouse, who I order from, I order yarns from Yarnsmith's brand specifically. They have all of their chunky chenille is still currently, I think it's like 60% off. It's supposed to be like £6 or so, like 5-6 quid or something, and it's like £2.99. So I bought a bunch of those. So what I bought was, I'm not going to get them out individually. So this bag is just predominantly white and black. I got 5 balls of black and 5 balls of white. 2 balls of black have gone already. I wonder why that is. But yeah, I got a lot of white and black. I only got one of each last time. Not really thinking about the fact that you use white and black so much in any kind of project you do, whether it's painting or crocheting or whatever. As an artist, I should know that, but I just didn't think. So there's lots of plushies and animals and stuff that I've been wanting to make, but I can't because there's no white left in my storage. So now I have 5 of them. So I've been making, I'd like to say I've been making stuff with white. I haven't, so I've been doing Toothless. I also topped up on some dark brown, what's the names of these? Chocolate brown, rust, mustard yellow, and I got 1 carrot. So if you couldn't tell, very calico dog cat colours, mostly catered this order to the dog show that's coming up because I have ideas and products that I really want to make. So I've got those to help me make plushies. And then I ordered wool that I would say I wouldn't normally. It's not that I wouldn't normally, I just haven't before. So I've ordered Yarnsmith's Snug as a Bug blanket yarn. And these are 300 grams as opposed to chenille, which is 100, not just 1 gram. Let me show you the difference. Because it's quite the size. And then obviously let me do it this way. The yarns themselves are, can you even see that? ever so slightly different. They are thicker. So with the chenille chunky yarns, you can use a 6mm crochet hook or needles. With Snug as a Bug, you can get away with an 8. So these will obviously make plushies quite big. So the plan for those, the Snug as a Bug's yarns, is to actually make like doorstops and draft excluders of animals like cats, dogs, whatever. So I have white. I also got, give me the name of your stuff. Please, it's her, I've got to get them out. Where's my receipt? My receipt. Is this the one? Yes, it is. Here we go. So I got white, blush, and sunshine. That's these 3. I then got, these don't actually say the names on them. Crazy. Oatmeal, teddy bear, and oatmeal, teddy bear, sandy camel. I'm guessing. Like I say, these don't have the names on them. If I'm wrong at any point, I will correct myself. And I also got, last one, I got black, storm grey and soft grey. That one was very easy to work out. So yeah, I got 2 of each of these because Wool Warehouse had the Yarnsmith Snug as a Bug on 2 for £10 basically, so I stocked up on those. These wools are the ones I would like to use for making like the door stops, the draft excluders. I could technically get away with doing that on like the chunky chenille stuff, but I feel like I would either need a pattern that requires a lot of stitches, or I would need to somehow get away with using a bigger hook without the actual crochets themselves looking holy and gappy. So that's why we're going for Snug as a Bug. With those though, I now just need to look into what I need to use specifically for the weighted like door stops, whereas the draft excluders I literally can just stuff and fluff. I just need to kind of make a pattern for those, which does mean I have to make a pattern if I don't find something that I like, and that's fine. I can do something with that, I think. The other thing that I got, because I got this after the last vlog, is a keychain holder officially. So I'm sure you saw it sat back here anyway. But yeah, this is off of eBay. I will leave all of this linked in the description below for you. But yeah, this was about, I think it was like £20 for this, and it is a 4-tier keychain holder. It works perfect, looks great with my keychains. They literally hang perfect with what I've got. So yeah, I got that because if you watch my market vlog that I did a couple weeks ago and saw the pictures I posted on Instagram, the keychains that I currently had at the time, which was like 5 of them, I just had displayed on the top, and they weren't really displaying that they were keychains. So I thought this would look good, which it does look good, it looks great. So I'm very excited to use that. So the other thing I just then need to show you is the stuff that I've been making, and I have a whips basket now. So I have recently discovered my crochet corner on YouTube, and she has a whips basket. Apparently this is a normal thing, I didn't even think about it. Oh, if you're also wondering, all of my market stuff, like my boxes, my paintings and stuff, all upstairs except for the paints that I will be doing, which are currently stuck down here, hidden away. Just wanted a bit more of my living room back. But yeah, I have a whips basket now. So this is my tub of goods, where I basically put every project that I've started working on that I haven't finished. So rather than it just be out and about, or me thinking that I need to finish it like there and then, I can throw it in the whips basket and just say I will come back to that. So obviously a lot of my wool is in here. This is one of the new balls of yarn that I bought. I've just been attacked with scissors. But so far I've got, this is one of the dogs that I've been working on, one of the little dog plushies. This is in fact a husky. So I would also like to make this with the dark grey yarn as well, hence why it's in here, because then I can just take it with me and make it. I have my lion plushie that I don't have enough wool to finish the tail. That is literally all I'm waiting for with this. I should have ordered some, but didn't. I've got a lobster I just need to finish the sides of. Again, all the patterns and stuff that I use that I'm going to be showing you throughout this, I will link down below for you so you can have a look yourself. This one was actually a free one. This was on Instagram, and it literally takes like 10 minutes. I had a bit of a sit down and was like, I need some more patterns that don't take me about an hour. I need something that takes me 10, 15, 30 minutes at the max, you know, for building stock up, I can just bust out. There's lots of free ones on Instagram and lots of free ones on YouTube where they are very, very quick. Have a look at them, seriously. I actually have a big collection saved on my Instagram. I don't know if I can make that public at all. If there's any way of doing that, if I can, I will. I've just realised I've done that one wrong. Oh well, that just makes them unique. I also have in here, I've got like my hooks and my needles, I've got spare yarn to take around with me, I've got the embroidery yarn that I use, I have my scissors, I've got all of the keychain stuff so I can just make them. I have a pen that doesn't really work. I have a pug plushie that I'm in the middle of making. No, a pug keychain that I'm in the middle of making. I have a Dalmatian keychain that I'm in the middle of making, so if you didn't recognise, they are the same pattern. I have a German Shepherd I'm in the middle of making. I have bees that I'm in the middle of making. I have a pumpkin I'm in the middle of making, which I thought was honestly going to be a bit smaller, but actually that's not that much smaller than the dog, so that's fine. Yeah, I also have squared grid paper because I saw a reel or a short, or it was some kind of short form content where you can design your own patterns with squared paper. I'm going to try and find that again. If I can, I'll link it down below, but I also would like to just have a go and see if that works, because if that's the case, that would help me out a lot when it comes to wanting to redesign patterns that I already have to make them a bit different, and also just to redesign my own patterns. That would be very helpful. So yeah, whips basket that I just take with me as and when I need, because I've been doing a lot more crochet upstairs as well. If you don't notice, I spend a lot of time in my living room, and that is fine. This is basically my studio. Not a studio, but basically a studio where I have all of my wool. I can sit downstairs on the sofa, watch telly. I've been spending a lot more time crocheting in the office specifically because as I'm approaching the big 3L, my back and my neck are killing. And I just need a sturdier chair to sit on top of, because especially when sewing crochet, I don't feel like I necessarily hunch as in like neck. My shoulders come up and I lean like this because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. So yeah, I've just been trying to sit upstairs in a straight, slightly more rigid chair to help that. I will insert some clips in of the products that I've made, so this will most likely be more voiceover style. So the products that I've made recently are a bunch of different dog plushies. As you saw, I showed you the partially made husky earlier. I have already made 4 ready to go for the dog show. So I have currently made a golden retriever, I've made a pug, I've made a white Labrador or cream Labrador, however you want to call it, and I have made a black terrier. That can be any kind of terrier dog that exists, I guess. This one's kind of modelled after my mother-in-law's dog who recently passed away, Buster. I have even given him like the floppy little ear. If I can find a picture of him, I'll post him here. I have also made 2 axolotls. Again, this pattern will be linked down below. It is a free one that is on Instagram. This would be perfect for keychains or plushies because they, depending on the wool size, they turn out a pretty decent size for a plushie actually. I'm looking forward to doing these as keychains in the near future. I've made another lobster that is completed. I have made 4 gradient froggy keychains, which I think with this like spirally gradient green wool is very, very cute. I have made 3 ghost keychains. And I think that might be it. Oh no, that's just the crochet stuff. I've also ordered prints of my paintings that I've done. So we have a print of Bella the Tortie, the English Bull Terrier, the Cardinal Bird, and the Dalmatian. The only print I haven't ordered so far is of the Maine Coon, just because the company that I use, which I believe is called printed.com, they didn't have an option for square prints, which that's okay. That when I thought about it a few days after when I was viewing these a couple of days ago, I was like, actually I could have just ordered these as like an A4 size and then cut them down. It would have been absolutely fine. Didn't really consider that in the moment, but it's all good. So yeah, that's the only one I don't have, but I do officially have prints of these. So I do have all of these available on my Etsy to buy as print on demand, but I wanted some available for the market so I can take them with me so people can also buy them from me in person. I can't guarantee that the print quality of these ones is anywhere near the same as the ones that comes from Gelato, the print on demand place that I use, but either way, it's a print that you can get from me. And I think that is it, actually. So when I look at the selection of wool I have, which I do know is pretty damn decent, to be fair, and I assume a lot of other like yarn artists feel the same. This side looking pretty good. Obviously I've still got some colours missing out here because they are in the whips basket. This side could do with a whole lot of work. I bought some more patterns. I've been on a pattern grind recently, and I've then looked at my stash and thought, I can't make these plushies yet. I can, oh my god, I can make them keychains. So I'll put a picture of the pattern I bought on the screen. I bought a duck, like a bird duck pattern that had like loads of birds in it, which I'm really excited to do. And I was looking at like, you know, the chenille wool. I was like, oh, I don't really have that much. I can't make that many of them. I could make so many keychains of them. Okay. So yes, this side looks good. But it looks good with chenille wool. I actually need a lot more like acrylic, not even acrylic, the normal like, what do you call it? I just call it wool, like double DK. I don't know what this kind of wool is. I just pick. I just take it. I need some more of them so I can make like the little dogs and stuff, because I think that's where I'm lacking. But I'm gonna have a look through and see what I've actually got available to make. So I also bought another dog pattern, which I would like to turn these into plushies. I really want to use these as a door socks. I feel like these would make a really good pattern when they're bigger, and I can also extend them out to be draft excluders, which is fantastic. Oh yes, I just think that I'm lacking in like the normal wool department. To be fair though, I am quite lucky with what I've got, because a lot of this, like these little balls of wool, have come from my nonna. Well, mostly my nonna actually, because she subscribed me to the Disney crochet magazines you could get. So a lot of these little balls, especially this stuff, the thinner stuff, came from that. Whereas these balls that are a little bit thicker came from her crochet book, that like magazine subscription book that she subscribed to ages ago. She basically gave me all of the wool. She's offered to give me a lot of wool, and I said no because I don't want to take all of it, and she has projects she's doing, so I didn't want to take everything from her. I would have done, but I didn't. It's looking pretty healthy to me, and I mean it empties regularly, so that just to me says that I'm using it and I could do with some more wool. But I'm very excited to make the bird keychains now. I've said that in my head. That is a great idea. Let's get to planning. I'm going to sort out what I need. I'm going to sort out my goals for next month, and hopefully my mind will be a little bit less all over the place. That is kind of how I'm feeling at the minute. I want to make things and I just don't know where to prioritise my thinking. Let's go.